morning, everyone. Today it's September 24th, and this week we celebrate the beginning of fall. Yes, you will notice that the leaves are starting to fall off from the trees. Are you ready to start? Let's go. Once again, welcome to STEAM class. Today's objectives are learn what is to be a risk taker, an IB attribute, and also learn how to use computational thinking to solve problems. Now, before we start, don't forget that before or after each one of your classes, you must breathe once in a while. This means to inhale and exhale several times. This will help to bring oxygen into your brain. Also, stretch once in a while. Stand up, use the chair to stretch or go up and down the stairs. And at the end, don't forget to have your water nearby. It's important for you to stay hydrated. Now, moving on, you guys need to be risk takers when solving problems. You need to be confident in trying new things and challenge yourself. You might think like, what, Miss? Yes! Whenever you face a problem, you need to be able to solve it and find your way around. That's a risk taker. And also, risk takers don't give up. They challenge themselves and look for a way out. So if you face a problem, you find a way to solve it. Remember that last week we talked about some strategies to solve a problem? The first one is to identify the problem. The second one is to look for different solutions, okay? There's always a way. The third one, evaluate each one of the solutions. And the fourth one, check if the solution worked. Remember the cute videos we saw? Well, today, I'm going to show you another way to solve problems, and that is computational thinking. The first one is decomposition, that it means to break problems down, okay? Make them smaller pieces. And then pattern recognition, find similarities and differences. And then abstraction, which means to find general principles. And the algorithm, that it's a step-by-step directions. So, what about decomposition? Imagine that you have this really big addition that you must do. Whoa, it's too much. Well, how about if you break it apart so you can solve it in an easier way? Like this. Identify and group all the 1000s and then add it up. 4,000, right? And then you can group and add the rest of the elements. And that way you make another quick addition. And then at the end, you put these two results together and voila, you have your answer. That's what decomposition is about. To breaking problems into smaller pieces so you don't feel overwhelmed, like, oh, it's too much. No, this way you solve it part by part. Now, about pattern recognition, I am pretty sure you guys know the typical pattern of shapes and colors, right? But you need to have in mind that sometimes patterns can be in different ways. For example, in here, you will find 3 patterns in one. It's not only about the shapes and it's not only about the colors, okay? You find the color pattern, the red, blue pattern. We can see also the size pattern. You have small, medium, big, small, medium, big, right? And we have one more that is the element patterns. That it's these yellow sticks along the circles. So it's important to identify each one of them. Now, about abstraction, It might be a word that we use a lot in arts, okay? Referring to art that it's not completely clear, but from which you have your own idea. Well, in computational thinking, abstraction means getting general ideas, okay? For example, in here I have 2 orange fish. I have 3 orange cats, and I have 2 orange chairs. So the idea that repeats in these 3 sentences is that I have an orange, right? So the general idea is that you have orange objects. As easy as that. And then the last one, it's the algorithm. Remember last year that we worked with CodeSpark and how we gave instructions to the characters so they could accomplish a task? Well, algorithms are step-by-step instructions. That's another way that you could use to solve a problem, following step by step and identifying each part of the problem. So at the end, you can create a solution. Now, it's time for you to put your hands on. What are you going to do today? In Google Classroom, you will find a Kahoot link in which I will challenge your problem-solving skills. Have in mind that you're going to use computational thinking in today's activity. I'm looking forward to see your results in the Kahoot challenge. It could be useful if you have a pen and a pencil nearby. You might need it. Don't forget that if you have any question regarding this activity, you can send me a message in Google Classroom. See you next week!